Coming up on Loose Women, Just Between Us. And
Listen, phone them and say, hey girl, I heard you're willing to share your man.
Yeah.
Like, you need to do something.
Does anyone know if she's coming home? I don't know, because she hasn't answered the phone. So I put one answer. I put, I'm fine, and no.
No. Oh. Is she saying that he brought the other woman into their bedroom? That's all after this.
Loose Women Just Between Us is sponsored by Mecca Bingo.
Right, Denise, I'm going to test you on some bingo calls. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Queen bee.
73. And before you say anything, I've got a few years to go yet.
Halfway there.
Got to be 45 because there are 90 balls in bingo.
Okay, I've got another one for you. Droopy drawers.
Got to be 44, which is, of course, my next birthday. And you can, of course, play bingo and many other games at meccabingo.com.
Players must be 18 or over. Terms and conditions apply. See meccabingo.com for details. And remember, always be gamble aware.
Hello, this is Loose Women Just Between Us with me, Judi Love.
And me, Coleen Nolan.
And this is our space to dish the dirt and to get all juicy with some of your confessions, because it's just you and me and it's just between us.
Well, and me. I am here.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Because every week you're going to get two of your favourite loose women, and we take on your most confidential dilemmas, because I want you to remember we are your closest friends right now. You can tell us anything.
I mean, I don't know if we've said it enough times, but it is just between us.
Yeah, but you know what, Judi?
Yeah.
Technically, it's not, is it?
It's not, is it?
Well, no, it's not. It's a podcast.
Well, it's a secret.
If it's
a
just
dilemma.
between us,
Yeah.
the podcast is doomed.
Well, it's just between us because we only know who the people are that are sending the dilemmas. They don't know. But let me tell you something. Your dilemmas and confessions and all your juice, we want you to send it in to loose.women@itv.com.
Yes. And you never know, we might be tackling your problem very soon.
And let's be honest, some of ours, yeah, we're going to be tackling some of our problems.
Well, put it this way, this is Loose Women, looser than ever.
Looser than ever. I didn't think we could get any loose.
I didn't.
But to be honest, yeah.
I didn't.
Is there going to be an 18 warning
I'm
on
looking
this?
forward to doing this with you.
Yes, I feel like I'm going to learn a lot from you.
Oh, I think I'm going to learn a lot from you.
Yes, you are.
Is this the first one we've done together, isn't it?
I feel
Can't
like
think
do you know what it is? I think what the issue is, because me and you, when we sit down and we have a little knick-knack,
Yeah.
it's like a podcast anyway.
Yeah.
So now that we're actually in the room having a podcast, it feels so familiar.
Yeah.
So we just chat.
We just always chat.
Yeah, and the thing is, I was going to speak to you earlier, but I had heels on and it would have taken me much longer to get to you. No,
And you couldn't be bothered.
Listen, if there's anything you can teach me is how to walk in heels, because babes, I'm tired. I'm done at it.
No, I'm terrible in here.
Really?
Yeah, I hate them.
But with all of your performing and...
No, I still hate them. Still, in my head thinking, I can't wait to take these off.
It makes me think, who decided that us women must wear these
Yeah,
heels?
but have you always been like that? Were you like that when you were younger? Because I tend to be able to wear them when I was younger. But as
Yeah.
I've got older, I've thought,
Yeah.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah, 20s, I was that girl.
Yeah, I wouldn't have dreamt of going out in trainers.
No, and I was the girl out of my friends. They were always looking forward to seeing what heels I had.
Yeah.
And I could keep them on all night.
Yeah, me too.
I couldn't really walk in them, but I could manage them.
Yeah.
But now, I don't know, the last 5 years, it's just getting worse and worse and worse. And
Puts me off going out. If it's an evening, like, dressy up event, I think, I don't want to go because I'm going to have to wear heels.
well, do you know
That'd
what
be
I'm doing now? I walk in with the heels. Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I walk in, tick-tock, 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 and I look good when I walk in, and then I find a corner and I pull out my flats.
Yeah, but the worst thing you can do as well is take your heels off
And then,
and then try and get them back on. Can't get them back on.
It's too much. Your feet spread. I mean, we need to find something alternative. I don't feel like we should be going...
I don't even think this is a topic, but we're enjoying ourselves.
Yeah, sorry. But
Yeah,
I don't think like we can go out dressed up always wearing trainers, because it has been becoming a thing at the moment.
No.
It's been a thing.
With evening dresses, and then you've got all the sparkles on and all of that, you've got to put the shoes
But babes,
on.
people are getting married in their marriage dress and wearing trainers.
No, I'm not having it.
I want to still have that tradition
Elegant.
of going out and having that elegance, and it makes my legs look great.
It does, and it does make you hold yourself better in
Yeah,
heels.
yeah.
But there's some heels that are purely like sitting down shoes.
Yeah, or
lying
or
down
date shoes. Lying down.
Oh, we've all got a pair of them, Judi, haven't we, eh?
We got a few pair of them.
Yes. Now it's my slippers. Anyway, shall we move on?
Yes, I think we
Take our
should.
shoes off and move on.
Babe, don't tempt me, you know.
You take them off, feet.
I know. Is our feet being shown on this?
Oh, no, they
good,
won't show them
okay.
trotters, will they? Let's tell them what's...
Colleen. Someone might be out there with foot fetish, right? And you just, well, they might find my
They
toes.
might be refused on even only feet.
No!
Whatever it's called.
These are the only feet that you'll find like this. They're exclusive.
Thank
Right?
the Lord.
Okay.
Anyway, let's tell them what's coming up. Go on.
It sounds like we've got some really juicy tales to get in today. Our first one on the dilemma pile today is from Elle. She's been caught up in an open relationship that wasn't quite as it seemed.
Oh.
Was it
good.
half open, half closed? Listen,
Well, we'll find out.
this is crazy.
Well, coming up a bit later, Kaz is frustrated with her friend and the way she handles her stepchildren. She wants to know where step-parents should stand with discipline.
Wow, difficult one that, isn't
Yeah.
it? And don't forget, every week we'll wrap up Loose Women's Loose Ends. And this week we're making a visit to the confession closet, where you'll send us your deepest and most secretive admissions for our judgment.
You're going to love that one.
Babes.
It's always really good, that one.
I can't wait to get into that. Let's just take a quick break and we'll be back with some juicy dilemmas. Welcome back to Loose Women Just Between Us. So let's start off with our first dilemma, which is in from Elle. Okay, I'm going to read this.
Go on. You're excited.
Okay.
She's loving it. Go on.
Hi ladies, just between us. I've been single for the last year and really enjoyed my freedom, meeting people on nights out and online. Not that long ago, I met someone on a dating app who told me he was in an open marriage and looking for some chilled out dates. He was really clear on his profile that his wife was also into the open thing, which I was relieved about because nobody likes to be the other woman. It sounded perfect because I wasn't really looking for any commitment, just a bit of summer fun. And we went out a few times. But then a few weeks later, after it had fizzled out, I met some mutual friends of his wife while I was at a party, and they were talking about how she really never wanted to be in an open marriage at all. And had only agreed to it to try and avoid him asking for a divorce. Now she's asked for a separation because she's feeling so uncomfortable about the whole thing. Apparently, she never really went on any dates and felt like he was just openly cheating on her without her being allowed to question it. It totally sent me into a moral anxiety because I wouldn't have done it if I'd known another woman felt so bad about it. Now I feel like I'm holding this guilty secret and struggling to accept it. I'm wondering now if I should tell her I was the other woman and that I didn't know.
I mean, as soon as you started reading that about, I met this guy online and he says, is he open relationship? For me, I would have swiped.
Really?
But straight away.
Even if it's
swiped.
open? And it's like...
Even if it's open, I don't want to meet a guy who has no values about the opposite sex, so I just don't agree with all of that.
But why do you feel that's no values? But if his wife...
Because I don't believe that. I straight away I thought, I bet his wife didn't agree with it. And she agreed with it because she was frightened. I hear it all the time. You know, well, we're in this open marriage, but I've only done it because I don't want him to leave me. It's like they're just trying to please, you know, well, if I'll stay with you then because I don't want to leave you,
that's
so you do what
horrible.
you want. It's very, very rarely to me that it's mutual, fully mutual.
Yeah.
I know there are couples out there who are into it and they're both into it and that's fine, but, you know, you find out the hard way there. And I just think it's a red flag, really.
I mean, what is it you're both... Oh, we know what you're both missing from each other, why you want to get from somewhere else. But it's sometimes for some, like you said, they're compromising themselves just to be in this relationship. I mean, for me, this whole thing from Elle saying that, you know, she feels guilty and, you know, she wants to now go and tell the wife. Why?
Yeah.
The wife is already upset. and they've already separated, I feel like it's a bit of your own ego of like...
I think it's guilt.
Guilt,
I think
not
she's trying
ego,
to get
guilt.
rid of her guilt and just give it to someone else to deal
Don't
with.
do that, boo-boo. L, take this L and keep it moving, okay? Because you don't need to project any more pain onto that wife.
No, she's dealing with it herself. She knows that he's been doing that and been open, and you won't be the first one, Al, that he's done this with. So
And
I
you
wouldn't
won't
worry
be-
about it, and you probably won't be the last.
He must be on M and K now. Is that the right letters after the alphabet?
Not far off, is it?
Yeah. But I don't think she should say anything to her because, look, at the time when she got into it, when Elle got into it, she did not know. She thought it was agreed from the both of them. Okay, so now, even though it was, and now she's finding out that the wife wasn't so happy, deal with your anxiety and your guilt by yourself. Because in the actual situation, she didn't do anything wrong. Because she thought it was genuine.
Well, it's
the way
a really
it was.
weird one, isn't it? Because you can't really be that angry at him because she did agree to it.
Exactly.
It's just that she doesn't like it.
She doesn't like it.
So now she's decided, actually, I want to separate, I don't like it. But you can't say he's a bad person because she agreed to it. He wasn't doing it behind her back.
And the thing is, it's not even...
just, it wouldn't be, I don't know.
I think it's not even about like, oh, she cheated and she wants to let the woman know your husband's a liar. She already knows her husband slept with this lady or slept with ladies. So now you going to confront her. It's more
and
about
I was
like,
one of them, yeah.
look at me. This is you. No.
Yeah.
No. Just
And
leave.
she has to then deal with that as well.
Deal with knowing what you look
Also,
like.
the only time I kind of agree with the open relationship thing is if one of you, the man or the woman, one of you have lost your sexual drive, your libido and all that, but you still love the person. You're still in love with them, you want to be with them. And I've understood that women or men will go, listen, I can't give you that side of it. So you go off and do what you need to do, but come back to me because I love, like, you both love each other.
So but just be friends.
Sad, isn't it?
Besties.
Well, it kind of is, isn't it? But
Yeah.
you just don't want them to go off and fall in love with someone. Like, it's just, well, you can just go and have... But then again, there's other ways, isn't there? You don't need to go off.
I think maybe there's a lot of people that are in these marriages like this and are finding alternative ways to try and make it work instead of separating. But I think when it comes to a situation where you have to compromise yourself, that might be the answer to whether this is going to work or not.
Well, I think the difference is as well, if a man, well, speaking from my point of view, if a man said to me, I really love you, I don't want us to separate, I love everything about our life, but I've just no sex drive anymore, and you have, I couldn't go off and do that because I have to really fancy someone to do that.
Yeah.
And then if I really fancy them, then I think, oh, this might lead to something.
Because this,
So I can't just go out and it's just sex.
I'm the same.
really
It can never
fancy them.
just be sex. It has to be something. You have to stimulate me mentally. Men can. I'm not saying all, but some of
No,
you.
but I'm not even
can.
saying that as a bad thing. I think it's a natural
Less
thing.
attached, isn't it? They've got less attachment, and I think that's probably, you're right, where the complications will start to come in. You know, and it's a conversation that has to be had anyway, because in life anything can happen, and that part of your relationship can kind of dissolve anyway.
Yeah.
So it's really about having the foundation. It sounds like that relationship had kind of done in the dust anyway.
Yeah, it was never going to be a winning situation, was it?
No, because I feel like when you meet someone, first of all, depending 20 years, 2 months, you kind of know your sexual compatibility in the sense of like the world we're in now, we're so open. I think if you met someone in this day and age, you probably would know straight away if there's someone who's into polygamy or into monogamy.
Yeah.
Like you would know. So for it to come up just random 2 years, 10 years later, oh, let's have it open. This was nothing we've never kind of giggled about,
Didn't go
laughed
into it
about.
in that, no.
You never had a threesome before. You've never. So where has this come from? Something else is lacking.
Going on.
Yeah. So.
But getting back to Elle, no. Keep your mouth shut, babe.
Yeah. Keep it moving.
Keep what moving?
DL. Keep it moving. Find someone else. Try not to go into another open relationship because, baby, I don't know if you can manage this. Okay, because you took this one harsh.
You
know,
did.
L.
Oh, Elle. I thought you talked to me.
No,
I didn't.
So I'm talking because it's just between us.
Oh, of course it is. I know.
I mean, and the jealousy. Wouldn't you get jealous?
Who? Elle?
Would you do this?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I definitely couldn't be in an open relationship. I mean, I've been single And, you know, when you first start dating, you don't put all your eggs in one box, pardon the pun.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You'll go, well,
Yeah.
he's nice, but I'm going to go out on a date with him as well
yeah.
because he might, before you make a decision, well, you don't make a decision, do you? One of them just clicks. I can do that. But if I've made a decision and you're my man, then no.
Do you know what? I think not enough women do that, you know, because I've got an American friend, and in America, very much so, they're very open with their dating. So if they're dating a guy, they'll be like, yeah, I can see you on Tuesday, but on Friday, I'm with Frederick, right? And they keep it very open. I find we're very, especially in the UK and amongst friends that I speak to, it's very much, oh, I met a guy, I'm texting him, I'm talking to him, and it's just the one
That guy.
It's one guy. But I think you should date multiple men. You don't have to do anything with them, because you might date one guy and think that's all there is. And that's the crumbs that you're getting. And you might date someone else and feel like, oh, there's different things that actually this one's not doing. And then you can make your choice.
Make your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but then but the problem with that is, though, is that then you make your choice on the guy that you really fancy and think this is the one, while he's still going on dates, trying to find his one.
No. That would be at the
Oh, so he's got to stop when we stop.
That's got to be a conversation. I mean, if it's getting like that,
then I'd get jealous.
Of course, you'd get jealous. It's got to be like, what are you saying? What's happening? Because I'm looking to cut all my eggs.
Who cuts eggs?
I don't know. You're going to be the only one in the basket. Yeah, you're going to be the only one in the basket. I want you to be the only one in the basket.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, me, I don't think I could do it.
No, I definitely couldn't do it. I couldn't. I'm too because I'm an all or nothing girl.
Do you think it's more because they're married? What makes it even more like, no, don't do it, girl?
What, the open marriage thing?
Is it worse when you're married or worse when, like, which ones?
Well, I don't know, because I just wouldn't accept it. If I was married to someone, or even if I wasn't married and we were in a solid, what I thought was a solid relationship, if all of a sudden, however many, even if it was weeks or months, and he went, yeah, I'd like it to be an open relationship, I'd go, well, off you pop.
Yeah.
This girl
You can be
closed.
so open, here's how open you are. Here's the door. It's open.
the door, yeah. Don't come back, locks have been changed.
I think it's each their own, and it's a conversation that you really must have, whether from the beginning or whether you feel like things are going left.
And if someone tells you that in an open relationship, then speak to the other one and make sure.
Phone them and say, hey, girl, I heard you're willing to share your man. Yeah. Like, you need to do something, because
then you know they're both on it.
Yeah, anybody could lie and say it's open, and then you're going to be, you know, in the same predicament.
Elle's now listening to this going, God, I wish I'd never asked. They've gone on forever.
Well, listen, we're going to...
Basically, the end of the day is don't tell her.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that bit. Don't tell her, Elle.
No. Anyway.
Thank you so much, Elle. We appreciate your dilemma and sharing it with Just Between Us. Okay, we'll be back after the break. Welcome back to Loose Women, Just Between Us. We have our second dilemma, and this one is from Kaz.
Right, so this one says, hi, Loose Women. Hi, Just Between Us. My good friend is one of the few women in our friendship group who is a stepmother. Wow. She and her partner look after his 2 pre-adolescent children from a previous relationship along with their mum. At one of my children's parties recently, her stepchildren were being quite badly behaved, in a way that if it was my children, I would definitely have told them off. My friend's partner was chatting with other people at the time, and so wasn't much use, leaving her to look over them. But she just kept saying it wasn't her place to discipline them, as she wasn't their mum. Me and the rest of our friends felt quite frustrated, but am I being unfair? Is there a line with being a step-parent that I just don't understand? Difficult, isn't it? I've been there, done it.
It's really, I've dated someone who's got children, and one child was like much younger, and you know, they were a lovely child, you know, but little things they can do, you'd be like, oh no, don't touch her. But I always would approach it in quite a gentle manner, but really in front of their dad, so it didn't feel like it was just isolated between me and the child. But there was like this silent boundary that I felt. But I think in that situation, you know, the dad was busy, he couldn't see what was going on. he obviously trusts you enough that you're around the child. I think if the child is doing something so out of hand, you should be able to be like, hey, listen, don't do that.
Well, yeah, I think there's a different scale of discipline. I mean, you know, if I turn around and someone's battering my kids, I'd kill them.
Yeah.
But if someone was turning around and going, no, that's really, you know, that's really not very nice, or
don't do that.
Don't do that. That's bad. Then whoever it was, I'd think I'd back them up and go, yeah, they're right.
Yeah. I think sometimes, you know, you can put the trust on someone in different areas, but, you know, if you're having a full relationship with them and you're having them around your children, there is going to be situations where they might have to step up as that step carer.
And I also think as a couple, because I had it when I met Ray, obviously I already had Shane and Jake, who were quite young. They were like 7 and 11 when we first met, or 7 and 12. And it was, I would say it took us 2 years to find the line, on and off. I mean, it wasn't hell for 2 years, but when it came to discipline, Ray was much stricter than me. So, and it used to drive him mad, because I'd be like, I swear, you know, Jake was a handful at that point. And he
How
was
old was Jake
also,
then? 12 or 8?
No, he was the younger one.
Oh, he was okay.
So, but he was really testing the boundaries, proper testing the boundaries. So he was doing all that, you can't tell me you're not my dad, or saying to me, you love him more than me because you're on his side. I mean, really kept. So we worked out a system that, say Ray did reprimand them, I would back him up until maybe Jake had walked out the room. And then I'd have the discussion of, I wouldn't have reprimanded him for that because that's something I let him do. So now you've come in and stopped him. And we'd work it out and he'd go, okay, that's fair enough. It's just we needed to know where the line was. But, you know, I was quite soft with them, I think, because I had guilt that, you know, they weren't with their dad anymore. And I was trying to play mum and dad before Ray came along. So I'd do things like, I'm warning you, if you do that again, I'm taking that off you, whether it's a games console or something, I'll take it off you. Well, I'd say that 20 times. And Ray used to go, you still haven't taken it off him. So he knows he can carry this on all day and you're going to lose your temper at the end of the day and then scream at him. Whereas he'd go, if you do that again, I'm taking it off you. And if they did it again, it'd be gone.
Sometimes that...
There was no screaming, there was no... And then it happened twice. By the third time, when Ray said, if you do that again, I'm taking it off, for both boys would stop.
Sometimes that other voice comes in handy. I mean, I've raised my kids predominantly by myself, but I have had, you know, a significant relationship, you know, for a little short, couple of years. And that person was around my children. But I found my children quite good, well behaved. But I found if there was anything, like maybe they left a plate out or something, you know, he could just say to them, oh, don't forget the plate. Yeah. Or if it was something that happened twice, he would say, speak to him about the plate or whatever it could be, or make sure they put their jacket at place. Like really simple things. But I find what helps is if the couple communicates about it. And that's what I thought was really good. Like, oh, what do you think we should do if they come back late, or you've said, if I'm here and they haven't come back at 10 like you told them, do you mind if I say to them, if I call them, where are you? Yeah. And having that open communication. Because it sounds like in that they didn't have that open...
just not worked out. She's not worked out where she is yet. And she doesn't want to be... They're going to hate me. Because I don't want to be the hated step-parent.
Yeah.
You know, because that's hard as well. Because... You know, you love their dad, so you want the kids to kind of love you, so you don't want to be this. But another thing that works with every parent, we used to work with mine, my mum used to do it. If I was doing something naughty, the first thing she says, I'm warning you, I'll tell your dad. And I'd go, not that my dad ever did anything, but for some reason that scared me.
Yeah.
Maybe in this instance, guys, you know,
I'm going to have to tell you.
I'll have to tell your dad if you carry this on.
Yeah.
You know, and he won't be happy, he'll be really disappointed in you.
Yeah, because then I think there's two folds. There's one that maybe the dad should be, you know, addressing that with the children and saying to them, look, if we're out, me and so-and-so, if we tell you to be ready or be here, then that's letting the kids know that, okay, dad's giving this person authority. Me personally, if I date someone who's got a child, if we're going into that serious relationship, which I did in my last relationship, I had to meet and speak to the
You're
mum.
the mum.
Yeah, because I think
If you can have that relationship, that's
if
great.
you can, because trust me, there's some baby mama dramas out there. I think if you can and everything's good and you're getting into a serious relationship where it might be you're going to drop the child somewhere, the child might come to your house. I think just out of a level of respect and showing that bridge of like, you know, this is your baby and, you know, I want to respect how you grow them and so on, but just having that conversation so that they know. I don't ever think you should be with someone and the child is going to stay at your house or you haven't really had a conversation.
Yeah, it's really hard. And also it's very hard when someone comes in and you've got kids. If you do hear them, kind of tell them off one night. Your mother instincts comes out, like, wait a minute, they're not your kids. Don't talk to them like that. You really have to learn.
Especially
how
if you've
to
been a
give
single...
and take. Yeah,
I've been a single parent. Yeah, so you understand. You've done it by yourself.
Yeah.
You're doing it by yourself.
And then someone comes in and goes, no, don't do that. And,
you're like,
whoa.
Bridget, you might not be having it yet, and I've been doing this by myself again. So
But
you
if they
want
are
that
gonna
structure.
Be there, you have to find a line for both of you.
Yeah.
I think it really takes a lot of work.
It does. And it depends on the ages. I think I feel quite blessed now. My daughter's 20 and my son's 15. My son's still at that kind of age where anyone that comes into my life, both of them, they're going to be really involved with my son because he's at that, you know, that real transitional age. But I think also the beauty of their age is that I don't feel it would be as complicated if they were like 8 and 7 and 9. You know, they've got their bits of personalities and so on. I think my children would be more about like they're the young parents questioning to make sure that he's up to scratch.
I've got that now with my 3.
I find as they get
they're all
older.
adults and grown up.
Oh, so that is the thing. I thought maybe...
No. I went out, just between us.
Yeah.
I went out on a date recently.
Right. Ooh.
And it was great and it was lovely. I didn't know that my daughter had put my phone on Find My iPhone so she knew my exact location of where I was.
Yeah.
And then, lovely evening, turned my phone on, 27 messages on the WhatsApp. Any idea where Mum is? Yeah, she's here because I've got her in location.
No.
She hasn't left yet either. Well, what's she doing? I don't know. She's not answering her phone. This whole conversation, like I was the kid and they were the parents.
Yeah, I'm finding that now with my 2 because I was having a nice little conversation outside and my daughter was like, she was on the thing. She goes, oh, you're outside? Why are you outside? Hey, what the hell?
It's so funny.
Why are you outside? Who are you talking to? What? I'm like, what do you mean? Yeah, because I can see you. Why are you outside? Who are you speaking to? Are you speaking to someone? Are you going on a date? Where are you going?
I had, one of the dates was, well, is she coming home? It went on. Does anyone know if she's coming home? I don't know because she hasn't answered the phone. So I put one answer. I put, I'm fine and no.
No. Oh. So we know how that date went then, don't we?
Just between us.
Just between us. What a craziness.
But is it? They turn into the parent.
They do. My son would do little things like if I'm going on a date and I'm trying to keep it quiet, you know, because obviously you just date. He'll go to me, you look nice, Mum. I go, thanks. Goes, that would be a nice date outfit.
They know.
Yeah, and who's put a smile? Like if you know you get a little text, you're like,
yeah.
He's like, who's put a smile?
Yeah,
on
my
your
daughter
face?
goes, oh God, Mum's got that cheesy smile on some. She's
They're
with someone online.
But my son is really, because he did it the other day. He was like, who's put a smile on your face? He was saying. I said, oh no, it's Auntie Tash. And he went, oh, let me text Auntie Tash and tell her how sweet. I just love the relationship between you. I was like.
So we start telling the lies that they tell teenagers. It really does do a 360.
It does.
It's fantastic. So better be nice to them actually now because they're going to get you back when they get older.
Or they'll put trackers on us, the
They'll
kids,
put
when they're
trackers on,
older.
you'll be grounded.
Yeah, we'll be grounded.
Nothing worse than being grounded
Could you
when
imagine?
you're 60.
Where is she coming home? What a she?
They do, yeah.
I need to go on more dates so I can find out.
Well, don't know if we've helped, Kaz, but...
So, Kaz, it's a difficult situation, you know, being a step parent. And, you know, maybe it's a conversation you can have with her just to check in that she's all right or find out how she's dealing with it. Because maybe she is not dealing with it well and you saw it at first hand and she's not sure.
Or maybe she could be the friend that speaks to the dad and said, look, it's not really fair that, you know, she's being left to deal with all
Deal with that, yeah. While
you're
you're
having a
chit
chat.
chat.
Or tell her how she can deal with it. What's acceptable as a step
And it's
parent.
always, the thing is, like, you can observe from the outside, but in those situations, sometimes it really is about the feeling. There must be something that the young lady felt, which is some form of that uncomfortability or feeling like she didn't have the authority. And, you know, maybe you as her friend, Kaz, should say to her, look, I hope everything's all right, but, you know, if you feel away, have a conversation with your partner.
Difficult, isn't it?
Have
'Cause
a
what if you love your partner and you just hate their kids?
It's possible, isn't it?
Yeah, you might not like the kids. You don't love them. They're not biologically yours.
Yeah, but they're kids.
No, I know, but
But some of
kids
them are rude. Some kids are rude.
vile.
Yeah.
It'd
Well,
be hard, wouldn't it? But then you'd have to make that decision.
you're gonna have to make
That's another dilemma.
That's a whole. I love the man,
Yeah.
but don't love the kids. Wow. So now at the end of every podcast, we like to wrap up loose women with some loose ends, and you know what that means. It's confession closet time. Ooh, this is the juice.
I'm not even ready yet.
I mean, Coleen, get in there with this. I can't
coming
wait much longer.
Right, you ready?
Yeah.
Ready?
Let me take a sip of tea. Hold on.
You're going to need more than tea for this one. Right. Hi, loose women.
Hi.
Just between us.
Mm-hmm.
My ex-partner and I bought a house together a few years ago, but after a very unpleasant couple of months, we broke up last summer. He moved into the spare room in the interim, and we made an agreement that neither of us would bring other people back to the house in that time. You know where this is going. But then, while I was away for the weekend, my smart house alarm showed multiple people coming into the house. He'd brought another woman back. So I didn't feel too bad about repeatedly setting off the house alarm from the app throughout the night. When I got back, I found that lots of things weren't as I'd left them in the master bedroom, my room.
No.
So it only made my revenge all the sweeter. If she was expecting a good night's sleep in my bed, I'm afraid she was out of luck.
Hold on.
She set the alarms off by her phone. Genius. I'm gonna get
Absolutely
that app.
amazing, yeah.
I have no one sleeping in my bed. I don't need the app. It'd be a cat in mine.
That is fantastic, but I'm sorry, it took me out because is she saying that he brought the other woman into their bedroom?
Well, they are ex-partners,
Yeah,
but
but
they're still
wasn't he-
living in the same house.
Wasn't he in a spare room?
So he was in the spare room, she had her room. While she's been away, he's brought someone into the main room.
Oh, hell. Oh,
Hell nah.
I can't say what I want to say in the podcast.
Well, I tell you what, we've come to the end anyway, so you can tell me after
Babe.
what you'd actually say.
So we can't tell her what we think? Is that just a
No, that's just her confession.
Okay.
She's not looking
Call
for what
me,
we
girl. You
think.
better call me. And I didn't tell you that because
She can call you on her ring phone or whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's like a tracker.
You put some, that is,
And luckily, on that note,
that's it. Yeah.
That's it.
From just between us. From between me and you.
We're going to be here for the rest of the night discussing this one. Now, don't forget to click and like and follow on our YouTube channel and leave us a comment if you enjoyed this episode.
And we'll be back next week with some other lovely loose ladies, and we'll be looking at all your juicy dilemmas and confessions. So you know what that means. Make sure you send in your dilemmas and confessions to theloose.women@itv.com. Love ya.
Don't forget, it's just between us. Bye.
Bye.